Hello guys, welcome to another exciting day. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to YG Digital World. I remain your regular host Agu Joseph. On today's video tutorial, I'll be guiding you through on how to create a wonderful event flyer like the one I have on my screen. In doing this, I'll be making use of Photoshop 2023 in doing this. Please, if you're a new subscriber, do well to subscribe. Turn on the post notification bell to get notification on every one of my videos I'll be uploading to my channel. And please don't forget to give this video a like if you're a returning subscriber. Thank you for always coming in. Okay, so in order for we to create this event flyer that I have on my screen here, we have to create a Canva workspace in which this project will be carried out on. So first thing first, we'll click on the new file in our Photoshop application. So here we'll be calling this trauma. That is the name of the theme of the event. Okay, unit of measurement is in inches, precisely 4 inches of height and width. Resolution remains on 300. Color mode remains on RGB because this design will be made use on social media platform and it won't be printed precisely. So hit on the create. So the next thing we'll be doing in this design project is by creating our background. The background will help to shape the look of this design project. Okay, so the first background we'll be creating is a solid fill background. Okay, let me get the hex code I'll be using. So I'll come to my adjustment panel here, slide over to my solid fill and paste in the hex code for my solid fill color. Okay, so after doing that, I'll hit Ctrl Shift N. I want to create a noising effect for my background here. I'll call this noise. Okay, turn on the fill with soft light neutral color, 50% gray option. Right click and convert this to a smart object. After doing that, come to your filter all the way to noise to add noise precisely. I think this should be okay precisely this way. I don't need the noising to be too strong. So after doing that, let me drag in one of my resource from my exercise file here. Okay, I'll drag it into my Photoshop Canva workspace. Okay, here I'll scale it up precisely. Okay, so after doing this, I also change the blending mode for this to screen to soft light precisely. Come to my filter here, come over here and blur out the pixels. Let me see. Okay, I think this is actually looking nice. I don't need the scratch effect to be too strong precisely. Okay, I think this is nice. So after doing that, we'll come to here. I want to create a little bit of contrast on my background. Okay, I don't need it to be too bright, so I'll come over here, come to my gradients over here and create and use this gradient precisely. Okay, click on OK. Okay, for those that don't know the hex code, here I only have on my shadows here I have this color precisely. Okay, that is the color and it is positioned at 0. Okay, the opacity is on 100, while on this side the color here is black, and here we have location on 100 precisely. Okay, and the opacity for this side is 0% precisely. So I'll click on OK. Okay, styles remains on linear, angle remains on 90, scale remains on 100%. So leave other settings the way they are and click on OK. Okay, that is, I'm trying to create a contrast in such a way whereby if I place my informations around this region, it will stand out from my background. Okay, so after doing that, I'll come over here and create a curve adjustment over here. I'll create a curve adjustment of this nature here. I need to add some highlight on my shadows. I think this is actually looking nice. Okay, so after doing that, select the first layer, hold shift, select the last layer, Ctrl G on your keyboard to group it, and call this BG, which will stand for your background. Okay, that is, we are done with creating the background. So next thing, I want to drag in the model image into my Photoshop Canva workspace. Okay, so check, right click and make sure it's converted to a smart object. Okay, by doing so, it enables you to actually maintain the image pixel resolution, so that whenever you scale up and scale down, it won't lose its quality. Okay, so Ctrl T will scale this up properly. So after doing that, you fit to screen precisely. So fit to screen. Then after fitting to screen, let me still adjust this a little bit. So after fitting to screen, we'll come over here, make a duplicate of this model image here. Okay, after making a duplicate of this, come over here. I need to add more sharpness to this image. Okay, so I need it to be more sharper. So I'll come over to my filter, slide over to others, and all the way to high pass precisely. Here I'll be making adjustments on my radius of my high pass. Basically, I don't need to see more of my skin color. I need to see more of the skin tones, not the color precisely. I think this is actually looking nice. Okay, click on OK. Change the blendings to hard light. Okay, you can see before and after. You can see the effect. Okay, so after doing that, come over here and add the curve adjustment. Okay, make sure it's clip maxed. Make sure this is also clip maxed. Right click and click on the clip max, please. All this effect, I need it to be on the main model image. So I'll come over here, add more shadows to this, and come over here, add a little highlight to this as well. Okay, this is actually looking nice. Okay, so after doing that, all I have to do is to select the layers together and group them. Okay, call this model. Okay, that is for this. Then after doing that, need to fade out some of this region. For me to do that, I have to add a max. Okay, add a max to this. Come to your gradient here. Okay, this is your gradient tool. Okay, make sure that you select under the basic category, use the black and white precisely. Make sure that the reverse is unchecked. Okay, please make sure that your reverse is unchecked. Foreground color set on is already set on black, so left click and drag this way. Okay, you can now see the effect on the model image. So left click, hold shift, and you drag. You see the effect on the model image. Okay, that is for that. So the next phase here, we'll be placing in our text for this design project. Okay, so in order for we to give our text a well structured layout in our design project, all I have to do is to come to view here and create a guide precisely. Okay, these are the presets I'm using for my guide. Here are the presets I'm using for my guide precisely. So click on OK. Okay, so here I'll lock the guide, holding Ctrl Shift semicolon to lock the guide. So after doing that, come over here and copy in your text. Okay, so here I'll copy in this, the main theme. I'll copy it, pick my text tool, okay, paste it in. So after pasting it in, we'll change the fill. Okay, the fill is already set to this. Here is the hex code for the fill I'm using for this. We'll check. Okay, for those that can't find their character panel where I have mine on my screen, you can come to on Windows here and enable the character panel, please. You make sure it's checked. Okay, so this is the font we'll be using. So here I want to change the font. Here is the name of the font I'm using for this particular theme. It's called Healthier Green. Okay, that's the name of the font. You'll find the link in the video description, please. Okay, same as the exercise files I'm using for this project, you check the video description. I have the links in the video description. So hit Ctrl T here, scale this up properly. I think this is nice. Ctrl A to make a quick selection. Pick your move to align this horizontally to the center. Ctrl D to deselect. Ctrl T again to transform and actually scale down the size of this. Check. Okay, so after doing that, come over here on the blendings and change this to color dodge. Make a duplicate of this. Okay, drag the duplicated layer beneath and change this to, let me see, okay, so change the duplicated layer to soft light, opacity set on 37% precisely. Okay, that is for that. Zoom in, Ctrl plus, pick your move to, make sure your move to is selected, then come over here, make a little adjustment this way. I don't need it to be too strong. You can see the effect. Look closely, you can see the effect. So I don't need it to be too close on this. Okay, so the effect has that a look of a glitch kind of effect here. So after doing that, come over here to my notepad, copy this other set of text, pick your text tool, change the font to, come here, change this to Poppins, change this to regular precisely. Okay, left click and paste in the text. So you come here and pick a color, okay, along this shade. I think this is good. Ctrl T and place it. Okay, make sure it's overlapping properly. Okay, so pick your text tool again and make the necessary adjustment. For this, I'll change this to regular, while for this I'll change this to semi bold. Okay, trying to create contrast with different weight of text. Okay, so after doing that, come to my notepad over here, copy this other set of text, pick my text to make a duplicate of this. Okay, and paste in this. Okay, so here I will change this as well to, let me see, regular as well. Okay, Ctrl A, pick my move tool and click on align horizontally. Okay, Control D, Control T to transform. Then you scale down the actual size of this. Make sure it's aligned properly. Okay, that is for this. So the next on the agenda will come over here to copy the location where the event will be taking place. Okay, come over here, paste it in. I made a duplicate of that same layer. Change this to semi-bold precisely. You need it to be seen properly. Pick your move tool, adjust it. Okay, make a duplicate of this, holding Alt and left click and drag. Come over here where you have the information such as who you can contact for reservation. That is for more info. Copy the text here. Pick your text to edit this and paste this in. Check. Come over here, select this particular set of text and change the font weight to regular precisely. Trying to create hierarchy here, please. Okay, so after doing that, come over here again, copy these names of the set of DJs that will be handling this event. Okay, come over here, paste in their names. Change the font to Poppins, please. Basically, I'll be using the regular type. Okay, I'm using regular. Make sure it's aligned to the left, please, for this particular text. Scale down the size. Okay, after scaling down the size, you can come make a duplicate of this and drag it this way. Make sure it's overlapping with this. Check, pick your text again from here. Pick your text to and edit and paste this in. Pick your move tool. Make sure this is overlapping with. Okay, pick your text to copy the high policy precisely and convert this to semi-bold. Okay, trying to create contrast. Okay, precisely. So this is actually coming in nice. The next phase, I have to be placing the date and time of the event. Okay, for this, come over here, copy this, change this to Poppins, please. Okay, call this semi-bold. Control T, scale down the size. Okay, come to your notepad, copy the date of the event. Come over here, paste it in. Okay, your character panel here, come here to change the font precisely to Helter green precisely. Okay, so for this I want to also use the same color as my theme. Okay, paste it in here, then change the blending to color dodge. Control T to transform and scale up the size. Turn on your guide, Control H. I think this is actually looking nice. Pick your move to make sure it's properly arranged. Okay, come over here, copy the date and the time of the event precisely. Okay, left click and paste it. Okay, check. Change the color as well to the same shade as this. Okay, pick your move tool and adjust this precisely. Okay, Ctrl T, transform this. Check. Okay, pick this set of text, fit to screen, and adjust their position in this way. Adjust the size. I think this is actually looking nice. Okay, this is actually looking nice. So turn on the guide, come over here, drag in this particular resource into our Photoshop here. We check. Okay, transform this precisely and scale it down to about something of this size. This is actually looking nice. Okay, that is for this. Okay, that is for this. So next thing we'll be doing is to add a little fun look to this by adding this image here. Okay, change the blending to, let me see, Ctrl T to scale down the size. And place it along this part. Okay, change the blending. To linear light. Scale down the size. Check. Come over here to your filter and add a motion blur to this. Under blur, motion blur. Think this is looking nice. Ctrl J to make another duplicate of the same layer. Ctrl J and drag it to somewhere along here, along this part. Make it very big in a way. Check. Let me increase the motion blur to about 25. I need to seal that fill. Ctrl H to hide. Okay, I think this is actually looking nice. Okay, so I want to make a quick adjustment to all this particular set of text. Okay, I've selected this particular set of text. I want to make a little adjustment to their colors. You can see what happens. So I've selected them all. I think this is looking nice. So I click on OK for that. So I think we are done with this particular phase of this project. So in order for me to make this project pop properly, I want to stand visible by holding Ctrl Alt Shift E to stand visible. Ctrl Alt Shift E enables me to stand visible. You can see at the top layer here, and make sure that I was on the last layer at the top here. Hold Ctrl Shift Alt E to stand visible. Right click and convert the layer to a smart object. So I'll come to my filter here all the way to camera raw. Okay, Here is our camera raw filter. All I want to do here is to work on the project, add a little bit of grains to the project. Okay, I don't need it to be too strong. I think this is good. Then add a little bit of convenience to this so that our information can pop properly. Okay, so we add it in such a way that the project will actually look nice. Okay, I think this is coming in well. Okay, so I think we have come to the end of today's video tutorial on event flyer. Please, if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give this video a like. Please give this video a like. Okay, please do well to give this video a like. Okay, you can subscribe to my channel and turn on the post notification to get notification whenever I upload new content to my channel. Please turn on the post notification, subscribe. Okay, if you have any question, any comment, you can leave your question and your comment in the comment section. You can also share this with other designers around you. Okay, and if you're able to create any design with the help of any of my tutorial, do well to tag me whenever I post it on your socials. Okay, so that I can engage on your post as well and see how you are doing. Okay, so thank you guys for watching.